So before we rush off at the start of this map, thoughts? We were going to run two different routes to gather all the gear at the start of the map.
Yes, who goes right, who goes left?
Going twos, I'm going left. Barnet will go right. But yeah, we're pretty much going to pig pen it. Instead of doing it the way Grim does it, which is by putting on mutation.
It is pretty fun, to be honest.
So, well watch Summoner's Peak. Maps like this aren't fun. Like, it's rare. You'll only see people playing these maps to either get a flag for completion or there's a contract for the day. They aren't really fun.
People who like last stand might also enjoy these maps.
Yeah,
They're a bit last standish.
yeah. I just don't enjoy them. So thoughts, Grim? Strategy.
This is a map where, for the longest time, since my origins were with the bolt staff on patch 1.3, I would stand in the middle and try to overpower everything, which can still be done, obviously, but that's unsurprisingly not the optimal strategy. So yeah, there are quite a few items on the map. Knowing their spots helps quite a bit since you're on the same map, the same area for the entire map. And you can quickly pick up all the items and then go to a defensible spot. Which there is one good defensible spot on the map.
Also, a small side note, if a will dies, it creates a poison cloud as a free...
Yes, but that poison cloud is not affected by difficulty. So it deals the same damage on all difficulty, and that damage is actually rather low when you're playing on Cataclysm.
Just thought it should be mentioned.
So that poison cloud is not nearly as lethal as usual poison clouds are.
And
generally the pub strat is let the first well die and defend the second one.
I found
there is an achievement for keeping both alive, though.
Yeah. Personally, I don't...
We just triggered the pacing, so let's go.
I'm going left to get the items. Elf going the other side.
So I'll go left with you, then the others on the right side. So here, there's the one on top below this. There's one here. You can also You can also jump on the beam here for a potential other item. There's
I know. I normally get that one from the top room that I'm going to show you now. Right, item in there.
Got a few smalls on me. Alright.
Needs must, I suppose.
So right here, where I'm with distance, is going to be the defensible spot as well. Since when you stand around here, for some reason they never come from behind you, so they all come from the front when you're here, which makes it quite easy.
In here, there's the chest. There's also the drawer. Sometimes things spawn in the drawer. Strength potion.
Remember to mention ammo box before we leave.
No, over here.
Guaranteed.
Jump onto the roof. Hold in the roof.
Yeah, it's another way to get there as well.
You can get in there to get that. I only learned that yesterday after all this time. And then generally on my route, I'll head back to the pig pen where the elf is. And that's where you defend.
We haven't met yet as well.
Yep.
We're already at the first well, so do we defend it or not?
Let's give it a blast.
Yeah, let's defend it just to show how the achievement is done. So the first well is the hardest to defend on the first go. Since on the first go, the things will drop from the houses behind it and immediately go for it. Which means some people had to keep that in check as well as keeping the stuff in front in check.
Yep.
On the second go around of this well, they won't drop from behind, only from the front. Which does make it quite a bit easier to go around if you still have enough health on it. Since the health doesn't regenerate between the 2 times you have to defend the slum well.
So in short, for getting an achievement easier, it's if you're gonna burn farms, do it in the first go around, since that's when it's gonna lose the most health.
Yep.
So yeah, now let's go to the defensible spot. Like we all got full supplies.
The question is,
Yep.
will there be enough for us all?
Okay, we're going to Grim Spot that I've not seen before. But
This is a spot that works even for Death Wish or Onslaught or the likes. Since once you're there, things don't spawn behind you, don't go behind you. So once you're here, everything will come from the top and climb up in there and whatnot. Just very easy to kill, even the specials. And if you ever need ammo, you can just go up and get the guaranteed ammo box. And then I can just get overheaded.
So how safe is your spot then?
I got overheaded because I just didn't watch what I was doing.
Easy talking.
Yeah, talking distracts me quite a bit, which is why I'm usually a silent leader.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like as you I play significantly worse when I'm talking like this, but with this group it doesn't quite matter, since even if I die horribly, then the 3 can actually carry on. So yeah, as tempting as it is, it's not the safest thing to move up and aggressively kill the things here. You can just wait back and do it more safely instead of risking them finishing their climbing instantly and whatnot.
yep.
Oh well.
So we do have to move from the spot for the well.
So I'm going to pay a visit to the ammo box underneath here, on the way. So you can ping it through the floor and pick it up through the floor. Replenish.
Yep. So literally, you just stand, jump, grab.
And that's right, it's a lot easier if you ping it before. This spot is the usual pop holdout spot between waves also.
Yep. Why is that still alive? Thank you.
Because I was showing off the spot. And I can...
I literally can't kill it with a bow and crossbow. It takes forever.
Gotta get lucky with the headshots.
Good job getting that poison, rat. I believed you tougher than the others, wizard.
I'm at the mercy of my lag now, so randomly go down.
We'll come pick you up when the ogre spawns if that happens.
Yeah.
When the ogre spawns.
Yeah, that's a signal of how much we like you.
Yeah. The other spot is to go over here to defend.
The ogre spawns after the third well defense, which is not quite yet.
Yeah.
Since we've just completed the second one. So now we can go back to our defensible spot.
Yeah.
Another popular strategy, I don't know if that's called, but setup thing is the Conflict Staff and Wizard, since it can knock back the rats attacking the well if you have trouble keeping them away from the well in the first place.
Yeah, usually as with a lot of things with this game, a very high kill speed across our group will make things so significantly easier across the board.
Yeah.
Like this group has such a high kill speed on ogres that ogres become almost irrelevant in all situations because they die in 3 seconds of meeting line of sight with us.
Yeah.
It's only a few rats. You're improving, Lumberfoot.
And the same can be done on the rest of the other kind of spawns.
Yeah. And in case people have trouble killing the ogres,
In the difficulty mods, especially Onslaught, the kill speed becomes like... You can see the difference in difficulty when your group has a high kill speed, because like, the general random, like the pace of the hordes and whatnot becomes so much easier to deal with once your kill speed increases enough.
yeah. But also a general thing when if you get an ogre and the horde and you can't kill the ogre quickly is to focus on the horde first and have one person hold ogre aggro and kite it.
which we'll probably never have to deal with our current group setup.
Not in this group, but it was mostly like further people.
Another vermin falls. Strangler's dead.
Yeah, as I mentioned on the second go around, the rats are all coming from the front.
Yeah, significantly easier.
Then we can go back. Obviously, we won't want to stand on the spot when the ogre does come around.
Yep.
Although we probably could with our DPS, but
Yeah.
as a general rule, you want the
Generally,
open
you
area
get
for the ogre.
you get a bunch of storm vermin spawn first.
Storm vermin. Soon no end to them.
So when you get the storm vermins, you know you're getting an ogre.
Storm vermins are not guaranteed. Yeah, one possible spawn set.
Is it? I don't think I've ever seen an ogre spawn without the couple of storm vermins beforehand.
There are spawn compositions that are like 50% of the time, I think. Storm vermins. Anyway.
Kill all you can.
The ogre will be pretty soon.
A challenge at
About this after this wave here. Which you did get storm vermins in this case.
Yep.
Bottoms up.
So I got a rat war and everyone just turns around and swings at it. And there it is.
This elf does your work.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, did you try to be alive?
What ogre?
Good men before, I do so now.
So there's like another standard wave, and then it's defend the last well. Oh, these ones are actually coming from the roof.
Yeah, one of the random difficulty spikes of this map is that sometimes, not rarely, the event proceeds through even without the ogre dying. It should usually hold up the event when the ogre's alive, but sometimes it proceeds through due to bug. And then the well activates with the ogre still alive, and that's often quite painful if you don't have strong DPS on it.
Yep.
Since that usually ends up with a destroyed well. And if you forfeited the first one, that means you failed the map.
Yep.
We'll check this top section here, which is sometimes quite nice for the wizard to hang around in. If they've got
Yep,
the conflag
it is.
staff, because you can get a really good sight of it. Beware of rats dropping through
Yeah.
the window in front of you, though.
You've proved your worth
Yep.
this
I'm pretty
day,
much
Saltfire.
stand on the well. Yep. With the bolt staff, there's literally no point in using sparks.
They're swarming.
Like on a normal horde with slaves, level 1s is going to...
The only point of sparks on the bolt staff is when you really don't have time to cast and up close and whatnot.
And if there's a patrol nearby.
Or on Nightmare. And yes, and Patrol as well. On Nightmare, the sparks do one-shot slaves, which makes them slightly worth over the bolts. All the supplies we don't use.
Yep. But it was there when we needed it.
Not a single wallet.
There she is, as always.
And that's how you do both wells. Pretty standard.
There wasn't even a strategy there, we just stood there and fought them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is the strategy. If you're in the good spots, then you just stand and fight, and then move, stand and fight. It's not really rocket science. You don't need to overthink it. So what's next? Waterfront, then the White Rat.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Not return to win.
Oh, that was a bad habit.
Yeah.
Good thing we have 3 guys to say no.
Yeah. Damage to self 176.